what are you smoking there?
A little cigar. I just found. I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes, so I found a cigar right now, so I lit it. Backwoods,
That's where you're from.
kinda. It's where I live anyway. The backwoods already paid. It's pretty good, considering I haven't had any cigarettes in a few days. It's lovely.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not vaping either, or
Oh,
using
really?
anything. I'm doing nothing.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it's working out great. Ah! All right, you ready?
I am. Are you?
Oh, I was waiting for you this whole
I'm good.
time. Actual recording here. Welcome to Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. Is that what it's called? Welcome to Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. Got Matthew Barnaby. My name's Handsome Nick Hanlon. F yeah! We got some SH double hockey sticks stuff to talk about. I can say shit, I guess. We got some shit to talk about, right? How's it going? It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a while, and in that time, there's been 49 hours of wrestling on TV.
Not all the best. A lot of good
No.
stuff, but a lot to sort through. I mean,
Yes, a
do we
lot.
need that rapper guy on wrestling right now? Is he a need or a want? Let me ask you that first of all.
Oh
Travis Tritt,
God,
is that his name?
Travis Scott.
Oh, Travis Scott, not Travis Tritt.
No, that I didn't realize that was the like they said it a million times, the theme song to WrestleMania. But I thought it was just like a video game music that somebody made on their computer. Like
Yeah,
bing, bing, bing. And if I hear that again, I'm going to kill someone.
yeah. Trust me,
Um,
I sat in an arena and that's all the only song they played every time nothing was going on.
it is
Bane,
the worst
Bane,
song
Bane, Bane,
ever,
Bane,
and he
Bane,
is a
Bane, Bane.
garbage personality to have on my TV. I'm not thrilled about that. And it's not like, it's not the good kind of garbage like old school Vicky Guerrero or even with Dirty Dom, right? You just want to boo him out of the building. It's fun stuff. Logan Paul, right? It's like no, like it's just
Just
like ugh.
no
I don't even want to
personality.
boo him. I'm just like ugh. Yeah, I don't get Travis Scott. I don't get it. I don't get his music. It's terrible,
Okay,
and he's a terrible performer.
his music sucks. I don't like him, and I usually like bad people, but I don't like him. But you got to do something because John Cena just can't wrestle anymore. Let's face it. I mean, dear Lord, the guy has lost a step, and it's interesting that they're putting all this money into him running with the title. But I
Yeah,
guess
let's
there's
jump right
money
into
into it.
the main event of night two, John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Might as well just start
Uh,
there. What the hell happened
uh,
there?
that was not a good match.
I mean,
Um,
Cody tried to save it,
he did, he
and it's
did.
such a shame you have such a great in-ring personality and wrestler like Cody Rhodes going against a guy that just hasn't put any time in the last few years. You can just tell he's out of it. He's out.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna punch you. I'll do a suplex and I'll do an attitude adjustment.
He's
Rinse,
very
lather,
strong.
repeat, or
So the
lather, rinse,
punch,
repeat. Yeah.
the punch was the punch from hell. It was like it was just punch. It was just like, and that was his big move. And I think he was trying to do like a kind of a Rock Hogan thing, but
Yeah.
it didn't
Something didn't work.
nothing about that
Or
match
nothing
worked.
worked. Yeah, no, it was not good. Um,
It's one of the worst main event matches in WrestleMania history, I would call. And it's crazy because like last year's main event, and we're talking Sunday. Let's just talk about May. I know there's two main events now, but
Yeah.
let's be serious. Sunday's
Night
the
two.
main event,
Yeah.
right? So, and then last year probably had one of the greatest main events of all time.
Right.
It's really crazy the dichotomy between the 2 years. A lot of year can change, I guess, huh?
And one of them was the same competitor. So
Hard to fault Cody. I think he's taking some time off because it's just so shameful. He's got to get some heat back on him to even come back after that crap.
yeah, he's been off since Mania. I think
Yeah.
he's back on SmackDown this week, maybe.
Oh, is he back on
Is
SmackDown?
that's I thought they said the ninth, or whatever. Yeah, it was the ninth, I think. Um, that he'll be back. Or at least
Good.
he was advertised for it at the arena. So,
So
um,
anyway, John Cena won. Nothing we really could do about it. Travis Scott, I guess, helped him out, right?
yeah,
The arena was like pretty hot for Cena. It's tough to they're having a real hard time making him a heel, if you will, right? I mean, he's just himself now. He's not doing the kid thing. He doesn't want to do the Make a Wish stuff anymore. So he's just acting like himself, which is kind of you know
he's
good.
what did he say the
I don't
week
know.
leading up to it? Is he was never a father because he was too busy raising everyone else's kids.
Yeah, yeah. Is
um,
that true though, or was it just like middle-aged dudes like us keeping wrestling alive during that time? I guess there was a lot of
I
kids watching it.
there was definitely a lot of kids still.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean it. I don't know if it was deliberately plotting and slow like that, like to slow it down and try and like really come across as a jerk. But I mean, if it was deliberate, it worked. I was not impressed, but man, huge implications to it. He is now the
Huge.
sole owner of the record of most world titles. I mean, he technically was before. Ric Flair won titles in other promotions. Cena's have all been with WWE.
Yeah, he wins.
But I mean, congratulations, I guess. It is quite an accomplishment. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
Travis Scott helped
Um,
you?
yeah,
There you go.
it's not a record that's going to get broken anytime soon. I don't
Well, Randy
think.
Orton's at
Um,
14.
yeah, I can't see him
He's going to
getting to
pump out
17.
three, four more in the next 5 years. I mean, the amount he gets injured, does he have 5 years? Is the question.
I was gonna say I don't think he has 5 years left, but
Hmm.
we'll see. But I can't even say is it good for the business? Is it good for I don't know.
Is it?
I've not been impressed, although I am interested in where it's going to go. I'm still invested in how Cena is Cena going to retire while everyone still hates him.
That's a good
I don't
question.
know.
I mean, I'm still watching. Yeah, I'm in. It's just, see them. The talking's good. The promos are good. It's just his wrestling is stinky bad. It's
It
hard to
it it
watch.
it was
Jade
not ideal.
Cardell's a better wrestler than him right now, and
That's saying a lot.
I mean,
that's
she was
that's
even when I was going to bring up, but dear Lord, that whole WrestleMania match she had with what's her name,
Naomi.
Naomi, was just a strength. Like they're just showing how strong she is. Every move was a strength move,
Yeah.
right? She was like, look at it, we can pick her up this way and this way and this way. She's very, very strong. Is the point we're trying to make here in this match. Anywho, so John Cena. I mean, Randy Orton. You think he's gonna? Think Randy's gonna take it? No. Probably blow a knee, ACL.
Right. I would. Because they brought it up recently. I would love to see, or at least it would make me laugh, to see Cena pull a Randy Orton. From one of their previous matches, right? They last fought for the belt, and Randy was more of a bad guy, and John Cena was Super Cena at this point, and I think Randy was losing, and he slapped the referee just to get disqualified, just so he could keep his belt.
That was
So,
a good one.
I have a feeling, John will do anything to keep that belt until he retires, so he can take that belt home with him, which is what he's been saying, right? We talked about I'm going to ruin pro wrestling for everybody, and after he won the belt, he kind of elaborated on that and essentially saying that he's going to take that physical belt home with him, and then have to create a brand new belt with a new lineage, and
Cult, okay.
therefore, and he's even saying that Randy Orton has 14, not anymore. He's going to take that belt home with him. No one gets to be that champion anymore. So Randy Orton's next win is going to be title win number one, right?
If he doesn't beat Cena,
Yeah,
unless he beats
if
Cena.
unless he beats Cena, then he's got that belt. But yeah, if Cena retires with that belt, he's saying that lineage all dies with him,
How many
which
times
I
have
don't
they
think they can
switched
do
these
that.
belts? What is even happening
Yeah,
right now
yeah.
with
I mean,
this line of
they have
thinking?
the winged eagle belt, the Stone
How many
Cold, the skull
was it
belt.
always called this? Didn't it have a bunch of
Yeah,
different names and stuff too, or is it always called whatever he's calling it
it
right
was
now?
always the World Heavyweight Championship,
Okay.
right? Then they had
Well
the
then,
Universal, and then they changed that name. So that one has less time behind it. But the one Cena's holding right now is the has the same name from what, the '60s or whatever it was.
I think they brought it in the '80s when Hogan first won it. No, or is it before that? Is it Bruno Sammartino?
Bruno
Was it called
Sammartino, I
that?
think.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
World
Well,
Heavyweight Championship
that's
belt.
I guess. I mean, couldn't they just create? Hi, he's doing this. Couldn't they just create? All right. Anyway, we're overthinking it, I think. All right. So Cena's going to retire that belt, the Cody Rhodes belt, the Roman Reigns, Hulk Hogan lineage erased. It's all Cena now. He's going to
Yep.
hang that above his thingy unless somebody beats him by Saturday night's main event, December.
Yeah.
It's like his last
Apparently
one.
so. Yeah.
I think his last match is actually a house show. I think it is. It's supposed to be the New
I'm,
Year's show at Madison Square Gardens. They always do a New Year's show. I think he's
oh,
doing
that'll be
that one.
televised. That'll be televised.
How do you know? It never is.
Cena's last match will be televised. It has to be.
You just said it loud several times. Hi.
Bruce,
All
fight
right.
him.
He wants to. I'm involved. All right. Well, so oh my god, oh my god. So the next, what else we want to talk about? So night, that's the main event. Main event,
Yeah.
garbage. Worst main event in the history of WrestleMania, in my opinion. But
Well, if we're
tons
gonna
of
talk main
huge.
events, the night one's main event was pretty good. But if you want to run down any of the other matches, um,
Well, here
you know,
night one. We started out with I guess Ray versus Ray Phoenix and Al Grande Americano. Al Grande
no, night
Americano.
night 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 one started with Jey Uso and Gunther.
Oh, that's right. Oh, they don't have it in order here.
And shockingly,
That was a good match. I watched that the other day.
it was a good match. Jay tapped out Gunther. Are you kidding me? I did not see that coming.
Freaking Gunter tapped it quick too, eh?
Did not see that coming. That was a nice moment.
Has anybody ever
But
tried to tap Gunter out? Maybe that's his weakness.
I
He
don't
also
think
just got
I've.
splashed. Uso splashed 3 times straight.
This true. One from
So
each turnbuckle.
maybe that for him.
No. Yeah, unfortunately, night one kind of felt like the lesser night. The matches weren't as exciting or as good in my opinion. Um,
I mean, a
but I
triple
will
threat
say
match at the end.
you just mentioned the Ray Phoenix jumped in for Rey Mysterio to fight El Grande Americano, and that was a damn good match too. That
That
was a
was a
lot of
good
fun.
one.
That was a lot of
War
fun.
Raiders versus New Day. I barely remember it. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. That was a big pop. Fatu got a huge pop live. How
Yeah,
the
I can
match?
imagine.
I mean, I don't really remember how the match wasn't the best.
I just really liked Fatu doing his moonsault, and LA Knight got up and BFT'd him as
Oh,
he was
that's
in
right. That was
midair.
cool.
That was a really cool move. But unfortunately, yeah, Knight couldn't hold on, and Fatu's your new champion, and the crowd love him.
Yeah, he was. That was massive, massive pop. I thought Tiffy and Charlotte was a lot better than everybody's saying, but maybe because I was there live, drinking for free and eating for free, eating lobsters and things.
Yeah, it didn't come across great on TV. I'll tell you that. But what did come across great is that main event, that triple threat main event.
That was a great match.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, triple threat, and Seth Rollins comes away with the win,
And really, out
but
of
in a
all the implications,
very controversial way.
totally. Like the two matches, two main events. are the two matches that are going to shape wrestling for the next 8 months,
Yeah,
6 months, whatever,
for sure.
until next year. Because like Paul Heyman turning on, and I mean, I kind of called it, but Paul Heyman turning on both of them. That
To
even though
side with
I
Seth, yeah.
thought that was going to happen, the side with Seth, you know,
See, I don't know what. See, sometimes I'm pretty in tune, and other times I'm not there. He's on the outside. Everyone's down. He has the chair. Paul Heyman has a chair. Looks at Roman. Looks at Punk. Who does he give it to? He slides it over to Punk, right? And I'm like, this is the way it should be. Are we going to have the next 6, 8, 10 months? 24 months of Heyman and Punk back together. They work so well together. I
be
love
so
it.
great.
Um, and yeah, so he goes to hit Roman, and he gets the low blow. Paul Heyman gets the low blow on Punk. I didn't see it coming. I was watching it with people who are like expecting it. Um, and then we got Roman beating down Punk with a chair, and he and Paul Heyman sends him over to Seth, and he'd line him
Finally,
up to hit him in the back the same
getting
way Seth
even.
did to him. Yeah, and I got two people next to me going, he's going to hit Roman. He's going to hit Roman. I'm like, no, no, he's not. Yes, he is. Heyman goes down and low blows Roman as well. And yeah, Seth goes to town and comes away with a win. I didn't see the double cross coming at all.
Oh, incredible double cross. I don't see how Punk and Roman aren't tag team right now.
Other than they hate each other,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
they
But
have a
they don't
common
have like
they have a
they don't
common
have
common
anything
enemy.
that bad. Yeah, that they've ever done to each other compared to say him and Seth and
Yeah.
stuff. Like really, what
Well,
bad
I
has happened
think
between those two?
I think what you're going to see. Because
But I think Roman wants a little
Roman
break.
shows whenever he shows.
Yeah,
I think what you're going to see now, and it kind of alluded to it on Raw, the following or just the other day, yesterday I guess it was, that you'll get Punk and Sami Zayn uh, tagging with Seth because
I've got one thing to say. Shut the F up, Sami Zayn. You are this last Raws, this sanctimonious crap yelling at Seth. Shut your stupid, bearded, ugly, stupid face, stupid. I wanted to use so many swear words. Stupid. He's done all the worst stuff. He was in the bloodline for a year. He's giving Seth shit for stuff. You're an idiot, Sami Zayn.
no, see,
Continue.
I disagree right there. So, Sammy came out recently and
Sanctimonious.
is not impressed with the way Seth is handling the business.
I
And
know.
here's the thing: regardless of the reason for the talking to and things like that, the fact that Seth turned around, right? First of all, he says, you know, let it go. Seth says, let it go. Let me do me. Everything runs through me. Everything runs through me. Nobody in this business gets through this business without talking to me, going through me. First of all, that's a poor way to look at things. It should never run through one person. Not one person is ever not expendable.
Well, I mean, there's two
But
other
he
people
said,
there, though. There's
if
Heyman, there's Brawny.
well, so that's the thing. And he says, you leave it. We'll transfer you to SmackDown. I don't know how he has this power. We'll transfer you to SmackDown, and you can have the winner of Orton and Cena, right? And
Who doesn't take that?
Sammy took exception to that. He's like, no, I earned these things, and he's like, I'm not just going to go away. So they have a little matchy match, and we get the inclusion of Braun Breaker now being aligned with Seth
A
and Paul
beautiful
Heyman.
man.
So we're
A beautiful, large man.
starting to build a stable here, Nick.
He's a large, beautiful man.
I don't know if we're gonna have.
He's a man's man.
I don't know if we're gonna have more people joining that stable or not. Becky just showed
I
her
could see
true
Becky joining.
colors. Becky just showed her
Yeah.
true colors, so
We
that
need a
that would be
Paul
a good
Heyman
fit.
girl.
Yes,
Never had a Paul Heyman girl.
agreed.
I mean, Becky probably just signed a 5 year. Come on.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, when's the
completely agree.
last time she's healed it up? I don't even remember.
Yep, nope. She needs to. I think she should join. In my opinion. But yeah, so
Well, who else
night
would
one.
join? It's It's got to be
Oh,
Becky,
I
right?
mean,
Who
you would
knows
you
though?
would.
I don't know. What are they going to bring Jade Carnell in? I
Oh
mean,
God, no.
it's very possible, but
No, I hope not. No, no. Paul Heyman usually only works with good wrestlers, or people he can mold. Um, but yeah, so big implications after that triple threat night one is we now have this new faction that's trying to not trying to be the bloodline. It's a completely different concept, but it's still the same idea of a super group, albeit there's only three of them right now, trying to run roughshod on Raw and take over. I'm very interested in how this plays out.
that's the best storyline.
It's so interesting. I,
For
I, I
sure.
love it. I love it,
It's
and it
great.
involves my boy, Mr. CM Punk, who it's a
You're a
shame.
D.
I'm sad he lost, but he had a great video package before that. They played his old theme song from Killswitch Engage and played a little
Mhm.
video package of when he was younger, and it was so good.
You got a good paycheck out of
But
that one.
they've got a lot of places they can go, right? So this recent on Raw, Seth got involved with Jey Uso. It didn't work out the way he wanted it to, but Sammy came and helped, and CM Punk came and helped, and I think Jey Uso is going to move on to Logan Paul. Is it sounds like his next challenger for some reason. So I think
Okay.
Sammy and Punk to start with are going to be feuding with Seth and Braun Breaker, and that's going to be very cool.
Yeah, bringing Braun in was genius, in my opinion. He's just kind of like he's kind of been back and forth, right? Floundering. Like, what's his? I mean, people love him.
Yeah,
He's one of the best athletes, but he just hadn't had a solid. What's he gonna do? Where's he gonna go? How's he gonna act? What's his attitude moving forward? Because it's like I'm nice, I'm shitty, I'm nice, I'm shitty. Well, now he's just gonna be shitty. It's gonna be the best. Because Braun Breaker as a happy man doesn't make sense. He's
no.
seething. He seems to be seething all the time. That smoke that comes out, that's just from his butt, from seething. That's where seething happens, is out of the butt, by
Is
the
is
way.
is that the butt? I
Butt
didn't know that.
seething.
I'm gonna
Butt
make a
seething is
note
the
of that.
most angry seething. Look it up. It's
I'm going to.
science.
I'm definitely gonna Google that on my work laptop.
But how
Um,
about Joe Hendry?
I believe in Joe Henry. All right.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
The that was a nice surprise. I didn't see that coming. That was a very cool surprise. That
At
was Randy
WrestleMania,
Orton's
it was fun.
surprise
He got a
opponent.
huge pop.
Yeah, and
Huge.
even Orton did the turn at the end there
Yeah, that was
too.
hilarious. But
Right, that had a lot of fun. That was a good match, and Orton
who
gave
was
him
the
some
biggest
props
pop
after.
of the whole 2 days? Who's the biggest pop?
I mean, we haven't discussed this beforehand. I know I think I know
Well, I
exactly
hear
where
you
you're
say
going.
it. Well, I hear
Goddamn dirty ass
it.
dumb.
Dominic Mysterio, biggest pop of all of
How?
WrestleMania.
How?
It was just
Man, they
like a
wanted him.
switch turned on, man.
That was insane.
All the criminals in Vegas, I guess, just like, oh, he reminds them. We're very greasy too. It's hot here. That's us. We got to cheer for that guy. He even came back down.
Yeah, yeah. I saw online that I guess somebody got word to the cameraman to tell him to go back in the ring and celebrate more. Because you can see as he's walking up, the cameraman's telling him, go back, go back. So he runs back into the ring, and place
People
went
went
insane. What is going
insane.
on? My kid
Insane.
that's the happiest I've seen my kid ever.
Well, no
No,
comment.
no, ever. It's the happiest I've ever seen her.
Ever?
Um, ever,
Even
ever.
Christmas and stuff?
Christmas, birthdays,
Doesn't
forget
matter.
it. Dom Mysterio wins the IC title. It's the happiest I've ever seen her in my life. Um,
Ugh, it's the
that
best.
that was that was
It was
that
a
was
good match,
nuts.
too.
It was a very good match, and I was wrong. I said one of them wouldn't be in Judgment Day by the end of WrestleMania weekend, and I was wrong.
Somehow they're still in Judgment Day, yeah.
Finn and Dom still. I mean, there's tension. It's coming. But for right now, they're still all good.
Well, it was so fun seeing him cheered, and I thought of you immediately. But let's talk about, let's finish it off. Do you have anything else?
Only the one thing, and I think that's where you're going. So,
Match of the week? Of the night? Of the two nights?
match of the weekend.
Yeah, match of the weekend. That's what I was trying to look
Easily
for.
to me, like, because I know where you're going with this. Match of the weekend was absolutely the women's triple threat. Io
Yeah,
Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley tore the house
yeah.
down.
Didn't they open up
And
night two, right?
they opened up night two.
Yeah.
And like
Amazing match.
that wasn't just like the best women's match. That was the
No, no, best
best
match.
match, and they didn't fall into the sort of the standard triple threat that you see a lot of the places where you got three in the ring, one of them gets knocked out, then two of them fight for a little bit,
Mhm.
the other one finally gets back in the ring and knocks one of them out, and now two people are fighting. It's always one on one on a triple threat with somebody on the outside being injured. This one, all three going at it almost the entire time. It was so good, so
Tight.
entertaining. Io pulled out some fantastic moves. I did not think she was going to retain, especially since won it so soon, right before WrestleMania. I figured, okay, they're just going to switch up the belts a couple of times here, but no,
Ooh, and she's over now.
they
Ooh.
crushed it, and the crowd love her. This was tricky. You don't see a lot of It's funny, you don't see a lot of triple threats with three crowd favorites.
It's very rare. I
And not only did we have that one, but we also had the one the night before with, because at the time Seth, Roman, Punk all getting cheered,
I mean, people are still
right?
cheering for Seth.
So that's two triple threats with six fan favorites, and
That
you
worked.
know completely worked. Night one was match of the night, but that opening triple threat with the women, match of the weekend.
Oh,
So
totally.
good.
That final move, her moonsault to win it,
Yeah,
awesome. That was so awesome. So many awesome moments in that match. And you know me, I was going Io Sky all day.
I know.
I
I know.
love Rhea Ripley,
That
but
I thought of you when she won. I'm like, oh, Nick is gonna be happy.
yeah, I was. And how often? Got to point out, I think she's the only title that didn't change hands.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That was competing at WrestleMania. I think it was out of four titles, three of them changed hands. I think tag team title changed hands, right? New Day.
Yep, the
What?
women's tag changed hands.
John Cena won the title.
Cena
Jey
won the
Uso won the
title.
title.
Jey Uso
There
won the
was no
title, and
Intercontinental. There was no US. So
no, but there was no, the IC was Dom.
oh wait, Dom. Oh, and then Fatu won the US.
In fact, when the US, yeah, so they
Yeah,
all changed hands other than the women's title.
and
Because yeah, Charlotte and Tiffy. Oh wait, no, Charlotte and Tiffy retained as well, right?
all right. Well, there
So
goes
Tiffy
that.
retained,
Well,
and
F me right in the bunghole, right in the steam hole.
well, two out of eight or whatever that
That's pretty
was
impressive.
didn't change hands. So that's
I was
pretty
pretty
huge.
surprised Tiffy. I bet you they changed it because Charlotte is being kind of a bitch. Well, that's not very kayfabe of me saying, but I mean, let's face it. She's a stuck up bitch. I'm hearing.
I mean, she
She
seems
doesn't
quite
like it.
difficult to work
Difficult.
with. There's been numerous
Difficult's the
occasions
words.
on Raw and SmackDown where if people remember, there was the title exchange between her and Becky. They were supposed to
Mhm.
switch titles. Charlotte throws hers on the ground. That was
Yeah.
not planned. You had her and Nia Jax like really trying to hurt each other in a match once because one of them screwed up and the other one got annoyed and they were like hitting each other for real, and it just
Mhm.
looked sloppy because
Yeah, I remember that.
you know this isn't MMA, ladies.
Mhm.
Uh, it's yeah. So yeah, very possible that they switched that and like, no, Tiffy can retain her belt.
All
But
right, so next,
it was a fun weekend overall. Yeah.
I liked all of it,
And
but I
you were
mean,
there live. You were there live.
I was in
Anything you want to mention about being there live? All you
I
can drink and
mean,
eat.
the cool thing is there was no pillars, which was nice. This is one of the first big events like this where they didn't have pillars. I don't know if you noticed, but so all of you, and I mean that's changing for the next pay per view. They're gonna have the pillar things, which if you're in the audience, unless you're here, like if you're in a corner, you're effed. So that's why I bring that up. But there was no pillars at this. Oh my god, I had my own bartender. There was like 16 people in a box, And we got there. We didn't know it was free. Like I paid very expensive tickets. So say free. I didn't know the stuff was included with the tickets. So as soon as we got there, I order like a double Ryan whatever, and they just like give it to me. I'm like, oh, my credit card. She's like, oh no, that's included. And I got this recorded. I'm like, give me a second. I pull up my little tiny microphone. I go, so what's included? And I had the little mic. She goes, everything's included. And then she looked at it and went, is this real? Anyway, she was very hot.
Is this real?
It was a
No,
microphone like this big.
I carry a fake microphone with me everywhere I go.
Yeah. She's like, they had like ice sculptures and stuff. They had like an ice sculpture that was shaped like a throne, and that's where all like the seafood was and stuff. So they had shrimp that was like, I don't know, like you couldn't call it shrimp, like as big as a cigarette pack. Like the shrimp were like this big. It's like 4-bite shrimps. It's like I'm eating an apple. No, it's shrimp. I don't know. Like it was the most. And then they had like crab and all this. They had a whole table with cannolis and desserts and bar with like it was just it was crazy. Like you went down to the lower VIP, everything you had to buy, lineups everywhere. Those people weren't allowed in our area. So as soon as we go up to our area, there's this hallway with just booze and candy and popcorn and anything you want, you just grab it. It's just yours. And
You with
inside
free booze is like Homer at the buffet. He's like, this is where I make my money back.
it's 100%. Me and my brother were definitely drinking the expensive booze as much as possible. We wanted to make it through it, right? So like, but she was making the drink so strong that I had to ask for a side of Coke. It's like I was getting Ryan whiskey and Coke, right? And it was a glass like bigger than this actually, like this, and you could see through it. It was like you take a sip, straight liquor and good liquor, like
Those your favorite
upper.
drinks?
Oh, it's the best. But I'm like, I can't drink these all day, so you just add some Coke or whatever. But it was, I don't know if I can go back. I mean, the seats were like big, and we had food right in the box. They were cooking food for us, but then you go outside and they had all this other stuff. It was wild. I got a bunch of it on like my phone. I'm gonna definitely release my experience through my phone
Please
in the
do,
next week
yeah.
to our channel here, Kayfabe Wrestling Talk, so you can see a little bit of the luxury and see where I was at and see my opinions during, and my brother as well. He was just like, he didn't know what to do with himself. But I thought the production was great. The stage was awesome. I loved how they had those little card things coming from the roof. Did you notice that? Like when Tiffy came down, they brought down all these like kind of cards.
Yeah, yeah,
Looked
yeah,
like
yeah.
action figures in each one. All those were hanging, and then they would come down to the entranceway.
Right, I guess you
So
don't see the hanging when on
no,
TV. They don't show that to you.
but
They just
suddenly it was
appear.
just there, right? But I mean, I thought the production was amazing. The staff, everything was great. But I also had the best. You can't get better than what I had. See, like ticket wise,
Yeah,
if you want like luxury. Now I
yeah.
was like a little far away because it's a football stadium, but who gives a shit? I got free booze and free lobster, mother effer. No, it was, oh, you need some popcorn, M&Ms. It's just like a big area. You just grab it. We're like grabbing like 5 or 6 of them. I'm from the patio. I'm like, I don't one of these things. They're like, no, it's fine.
just in case they stop you later.
Yeah, they're like making like little steaks and little meatballs and all this. Like they had chefs making
That's
stuff, and we're
crazy.
just like,
I'm
me and
very
my brother
jealous.
just having like a plate like this. Yeah, it was great. It was amazing. I don't think I can go back. I'm gonna try and get box tickets for New Orleans next year. Let's see how much TKO rates me on those prices, but hey, we'll see what
Right?
happens. I had to do a chargeback on the last guy because I didn't get my money back because those tickets got canceled. So I had to do a chargeback with my credit card. The guy's a criminal. He like tried to like tell the company he was going through that he's communicated with everybody, which he hasn't done at all. So called the card company. Luckily got the money back, but
You did? Okay. Wow. So it didn't come back from him.
no, I got back from WrestleMania with still no money back in my bank, which is like $5,200. So called the card company, did a charge back because this guy was a criminal.
Wow.
So I bought the tickets again from a different source. Better tickets than he had because ours had like free booze and all this stuff, right? So his was actually I was a section below. I was in the it was called the President's Suite Club.
Of course.
Yeah, it
Of course
was
it was.
really amazing. As soon as you go up there, they're kissing your ass. It's like
That's
staff,
insane.
like you walk by
Well, they know
anybody,
you
just like, hey,
dropped like
can you
three,
help?
five
Can we
thousand
help?
dollars on your ticket. So
100%. Can we help? Can we help? You know, yeah, it was about $1,800 American a ticket, I guess. Right,
that's
it was
still expensive.
5,400 bucks. Yeah, but once I had it, I'm like, I gotta try and get it. And I found some
Yeah.
and bought them, and here we are, $5,200, not richer, but at least I got
Yeah.
at least I got some of it back. I also shot really big guns when I was there, not at WrestleMania, but anyway, the Vegas trip was great. I got my D hat. If you ever get a suite for wrestling, it's the best, but it's very, very expensive. It was great though. All I know is when Dom won, people like flew back. Like it was insane. Oh, I got to see Jelly Roll sing "America the Beautiful." That was stupid.
Oh, really?
Je- Jelly Roll. I'm just like, I don't know what's happening right now. I took my hat off and stood like a good boy, but yeah. Anything else? Episode in the books.
No, that's it for me.
Next week we're
We
gonna just
talked
do
everything.
regular, right? We'll watch SmackDown and Raw, and we'll just I don't know. Are we gonna do the best match? Want me to do the thing
Yeah,
again?
yeah, I think so.
You want
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
that
yeah,
thing? We haven't done it in
yeah,
like so long, so let's try that out next week.
yeah, yeah.
Like and subscribe. Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. Handsome Nick Hanlon with Matthew Barnaby. Tune in next week for a normal episode, maybe, unless something crazy happens, and we'll just discuss that. Yeah, it's flexible. Um, anything?
Nah, that's it for me, man. And as always, folks, if if you don't agree with Nick,
Probably wrong.
you're probably wrong.
I'll suplex you into next week later. Wait, how'd the saying go?
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Anyway, bye.